Guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Living in Denver, Colorado. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
It is?
That's it.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Living in Denver, Colorado. Today we are going to cover the top 5 things that we don't like or that you might not like about living in Denver.
Or as the title might say, the 5 worst things about living in Denver, Colorado.
Maybe you'll embrace it. Maybe they don't bother you. Maybe this keeps you from moving to Denver. Either way, we're going to give it to you right now.
Alright guys, welcome back to Living in Denver, Colorado. If it's your first time visiting our channel, my partner Will and I, we make all sorts of videos about living in Denver and the surrounding neighborhoods, being brokers that live and work here in Denver. There's a lot that goes into moving to a new place. So if you are thinking about moving to Denver, definitely subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell to get notified anytime we come out with a new video. In addition to that, there should be a number across the screen right now where you can give us a call, shoot us a text, ask us any specific questions or any needs that you may have, or you just want to chat with Will and I.
Absolutely, and guys, just as much as we love making these videos, we love helping you guys with all your real estate needs, so definitely take us up on that. Yes, we are the ones that respond to those text messages or answer the call if you guys do prefer phone calls. So with that being said, getting right into it, 5 things we don't like or people don't like about living in Denver.
All right guys, so number 1, Denver is becoming extremely popular. That means we have a lot of people moving here, probably like some of us we've helped out move here through our YouTube channel. So
yeah, we're guilty. We help some of you move here. So some of the natives, maybe they don't like us.
We're enablers. So what does that mean, guys? You know, first of all, I don't blame them. Denver overall is a really awesome place to live. When I first moved here in about 2000, one of the things that surprised me is how much the locals love living here. You know, my experience in visiting other places was some of the locals, you know, they kind of complain and moan about where they live, but Denver, for the most part, the people here love it, so it's no surprise that it's extremely popular. But what does that mean? That means there's some competition for homes, which means home prices and cost of living can go up.
Yeah, not just home prices, but if you're looking at renting, you know, a lot of data shows that when people move somewhere, especially to a new state, that big of a move, they tend to rent for 2 to 3 years prior to home ownership, which means not only home prices for sale are going up, but rental cost has gone up as well. So you can definitely see that as a con, depending on how you look at it. However, if you're here for a new job, a lot of people make more money in Colorado.
That's true.
And our economy is very strong, so you are, if you're making more but you're spending more, could it be a wash for you personally? That's something that you have to answer for yourself. Either way, a lot of people love being here. One of the benefits, I guess, on this con is we're still not even close to being full.
I agree.
There's a lot of the Denver metro area that's not even built on yet. So as much as it's getting popular and people are complaining about traffic and things like that, we're not even close to where it's going to be 10 years.
Well, and what does that mean for you? If you are coming here and you're thinking about buying a home, yeah, you might be paying a premium. However, with more and more people moving here, and California is always going through crazy stuff, and you're starting to see more and more people come out of California and they're moving to Colorado. So if you are here as a homeowner, yeah, home prices are going up, but that also means that your home is appreciating and you're able to utilize that equity.
Correct, which leads us to our second one. California heads, hipster heads,
hipsters,
pot heads.
Yeah. All the different types of people that you have living here, different personalities.
Right. Con number 2.
Yeah. So, and hey, if you're a hipster or a pothead, that might not be a con for you. You might love it. We're joking about it, but one of the awesome things about Colorado is there is a big variety of people here. It is pretty diverse, and to us, I think that's more of a pro than a con for me personally.
It just depends on where you're from and how you come. I mean, it all depends on what you like. I guess the benefit to this one is I do understand the con, and like a lot of people from California coming here, the one thing you're going to notice with traffic is you will definitely notice, even if they have a Colorado license plate, people that do not know how to drive in the snow.
Yeah.
It's so plain as day during our winter seasons here and a lot of the accidents. So, you just got to be a lot more defensive, and people just don't expect the snow and ice to be what they maybe expect if they are moving from California. They have no idea how to handle it. Traffic can stink a little bit during those snow seasons, so just be patient with that. But again, because we're not even close to being maxed out. If there are different people that just come from different walks of life or enjoy different types of things, it's not like you're right on top of each other and you have to deal with someone's crap.
Yeah, 100%. And pro tip for you guys, if you are coming here, make sure you got a 4-wheel drive vehicle. We don't actually get a ton of snow. Surprisingly, that was one of the things that surprised me the most when I moved here. We don't have a lot of snow, and if it does snow a lot, it's not sticking around more than 48 hours. So
right.
Just make sure you got a 4-wheel drive vehicle, because you don't want to be that guy.
I think what he means is
at a
all-wheel
stoplight.
drive, not 4-wheel drive. You don't need a 4x4, but you need like a car that has all-wheel drive.
Or 4-wheel drive.
4-wheel drive and all-wheel drive are different.
Correct. I do know that.
Football's a sport. We're going to
Really?
get into that too, because some people don't even know about football out here. They're not even fans of traditional sports, and it pisses me off.
So 4-wheel drive does work, though.
It's just different than all-wheel drive.
Right. It's
but for you
2-wheel
guys,
drive, or you can switch it to 4-wheel drive.
correct, which leads us to con number 3. Public transportation at scale is how I kind of describe it. As far as like the Denver metro area and having, the light rail system, it is expanding into some other areas now. Obviously, you've got Lyft and you've got Uber, but you definitely want a car, and more specifically 4-wheel drive or all-wheel drive if you can hack it, because you're going to want to get out and get up to the mountains or get down into the Springs or Fort Collins and go enjoy a lot of what Denver and just Colorado as a whole has to enjoy. But the mass public transportation is just not quite there where you can literally take that anywhere you want.
Yeah, we do have, and we've talked about, the light rail system that we have, in other videos. And as long as you are staying, in a central line from like the downtown Denver straight down south to like Lone Tree, and we'll show you on a map kind of where that is. Mm-hmm. Plenty of mass transit there with the light rail system.
You've got transit out east to the airport.
Just recently though, like just last year they opened that up. So
correct.
that's
but
still
as far
brand
as
new.
anything that goes all the way out into the mountains or different areas, I mean, obviously, again, you have Uber, you have Lyft, but you're definitely going to want a car if you live in Denver, which I guess adds to why we have some traffic here.
Yes, it does. Yep. And our number 4 worst thing about living in Denver. It's my number 1 best thing about living in Denver. So it's subjective. Is marijuana, right? It definitely is a thing here for sure. You do have a lot of tourism around marijuana, and people coming to the dispensaries and just want to come here to go on the dispensary tours and eat some edibles and check it out. A lot of the appeal at the very beginning has died down and subdued. It's more or less normal around here, but you do smell weed around here on occasion.
Yeah, I think. Right, but I don't think anybody's bothered by people wanting to go on a marijuana tour. I've never heard of that. I see a lot of marijuana places on Colfax. I think it's also drawn a lot of traffic to just gypsies, right? Just people that are just going from town to town that choose, whether they're homeless or not, they're choosing to live in a tent and choosing to live like it's Portland, Oregon. Yeah. They're starting to flock a little bit towards Denver.
Shout out to Portland,
love you guys. But maybe some of these folks are coming from Southern California, and Denver's closer than Portland, Oregon. Who knows? The bottom line is there is going to be some discouragement around, squatters, gypsies, people choosing a certain lifestyle, whatever you want to call it. There has been a little bit of an influx here. Obviously, some of that could be from COVID and from just the economy as a whole. People want to get back into Denver. Another good thing, though, is we do have weather here, so it's not like it. I don't ever seeing it get as bad as California, because we don't have year-round.
You do have a winter. Yeah,
you get a winter here, and I think that tends to change things. However, as productive and popular and educated and as mature as you can be with using marijuana, there is that other side of the coin of just bumming around, not being the most productive type of person that you will see some in the Denver metro area.
Yeah, 100%. And the reason we wanted to include that in this, there are a lot of pros, but again, like Will said, there's another side to a coin, and it is not for everybody, right? But for the most part, the people that are partaking, they're being respectful, not smoking outside, but your neighbor might be smoking on their back porch. That is something that some people
and you might smell a little bit, and we don't see much of that. And I think the reason why we do have an opinion on this is because as much real estate as we do, I think last year we did just that or just over 100 deals last year. We do see a lot of property. We still do help renters when renters, need help. We primarily work with just buys and sells, but we're out there in the market a ton. And if we're not spilling that much of it, it's probably not as bad as most people think. However, that is something that should be considered for your circumstances when moving here.
Absolutely.
Last one, number 5, altitude. This is something that even if you're in great shape, you definitely have to get yourself acclimated to the higher altitude. Even people that are great in the Olympics come here for a reason to train. But it's not so much just your cardiovascular and getting used to it. It's also understanding that you're already at altitude when you're in Denver, and going to the mountains, you're even higher. And something as simple as just not understanding how much you get sunburns at altitude, comparably to your sun-kissed usual in Southern California. It's a little bit more UV right here. You're closer to the sun. Definitely be careful.
Yeah, especially if you guys are coming to visit. Maybe you're going up skiing or snowboarding. You need to apply 100% more sunscreen.
Some of the worst burns we've seen.
Oh, yeah.
Is during the winter when people get blasted from just a reflection off of the snow
Yep.
at altitude. So something that you guys should definitely be aware of when working out here, when doing anything recreational. If you have kids, make sure they've got some sunscreen on and a big old hat.
Yeah,
Whatever you need.
and even if you're just living in Denver or the suburbs, don't forget you're still a mile high. So, you know, you just have to make sure that you are drinking a lot of water. And that's something that, you know, people will tell you if you are visiting Colorado, but even the natives, even the people who live here on a daily basis, I'm not leaving the house without a jug of water. I know Will's not. We are a couple of meatheads too, so that might be why. But for the most part, guys, yeah, you just have to watch it.
Which leads us to a bonus number 6. If you're coming here and you're embracing the Denver lifestyle, you got to get out, you got to be active. There's not much space unless you want to be fit around here.
Oh yeah!
Be ready, because I'm not sharing this bench with you. But I think overall, a lot of these cons that we talk about, there's cons anywhere that you guys go. I think more specifically is if you guys have questions, throw us a text, throw us a phone call on that phone number. Yes, we are licensed brokers. Yes, we can help you with your real estate needs, but we are also locals here in Colorado. So if you want to reach out and have an unbiased opinion, or just talk to some guys that are in this and meet a lot of different people through buys and sells, and give you some type of data on what people are saying, or just answer some questions that maybe we didn't answer on this video that are specific for your needs and what might be good or bad about Colorado. But with that being said, if you guys found value in this video, please subscribe, please like, share this with your friends if you think they could find some value here. And for now, that's the 5 reasons to consider not good living in Denver.
Mile High Property Brothers.
Stay tuned.
I ain't going to try to flex next to that. We out. All right, guys,
See you
we'll see you.